All right, it is boss rush time here, my friends. Season 3. We're going to break every one of these stages down for us here. We got a long way to go, 30 of them. Today we're starting with stage 1 and what exactly is boss rush. So a couple things here. If you are curious, you can take a look at all the information here. Essentially, you're assembling a team. We got different rules here. You can tackle each boss in several attempts. Our HP will not reset after each try. Move on to the next stage after defeating the boss. You will need the help of your cookies who have reached the peak of stillness for stage 13. Now, additionally here, rage effects. Certain bosses in boss rush will enter with rage after their HP drops below a certain level. Their vulnerability and attack patterns change when they are raged. Make sure you adjust your strategy, and we'll talk through all those different strategies. We got lots of synergy effects. They make a big difference. We got suppression levels here, star bonuses depending on the stars of your team. We have a practice mode and continuing battles. Synergy waffles is something new here, so use synergy waffles to gain an advantage in battle. Battle roll waffles, use these synergy waffles instead of adding cookies of certain battle rolls in your team to activate a synergy. Element waffles, use these synergy waffles instead of adding cookies with certain elements. And then special effect waffles, use these synergy waffles to gain access to special effects battles. This is going to allow us to have a much broader and different strategy with our cookies by getting some of those pieces in there, making a huge difference. And then rules, one waffle item will be consumed with each battle attempt except the practice mode. Obtain synergy waffles will disappear at the end of the current season, and then obtain synergy waffles by clearing stages and in battle supply chests. Entry tickets here, they talk about that. Battle supply chests as well. These tickets are refilled daily, and you can purchase more or get them from ads. And then battle chest supplies, rewards. Essentially, battle chests are provided with the boss rush lobby. We'll show that these chests include suppression spears and synergy waffles. Rewards will automatically accumulate after a certain period of time, and players will also get the same rewards. Challenge mode and ranking here, clear all the stages to unlock challenge mode, where you can replay select stages and improve your scores. In this season, the rankings will be calculated in 2 ways. Stage rankings play stages 23 to 30. Aim for higher score to improve season ranking. Your placement in the ranking will be calculated based on total score and score to defeat the bosses as well. And then boss rush shop. So lots of things here. Couple things. Here is the shop. If you're looking for that, we get a chance to get some silent salt right there. 8 of them at least from that perspective. And for this season, if there's a second season, those will reset. And then here's the rankings that it talks about. You can see for each of the stages there, the rankings, the rewards. If you get in that top 1%, we got some awesome stuff and a lovely transcender of trials as we make our way through. Now, here are the tickets. Additionally, suppression spears and those challenge coins here in our supply chest. So let's go ahead, take advantage of that. We've got 43 of them, 4 times 1 per minute. Various rewards. Let's go ahead and claim. Huge pieces there, my friends. Awesome. So now that that's set, the first thing that we want to do every time is make sure we're taking advantage of our spears. This is going to allow us to get faster hits in, faster runs, which is the game and need for speed here. It makes a huge difference. All right. So now that we've done that, it is time for the Labyrinth Candy Golem here. You can see the different stage rewards if you're curious there, and first time wins and what you're going to get. Let's go ahead and enter. Whoa, synergy waffles. They buff your entire team, so let's equip one. Look, these are all the synergy waffles so far. They add more to the battle. All right, which one do we like? And almost forgot, disappear after battle, so try using them. So in this case, adds grass, adds darkness. We get different ones here where we get different types as well to get some extension. We're going to keep these though for now. And in this case, couple things about this particular boss. When we get started here, this is stage 1. So stage 1 has the boss becomes vulnerable to crit damage and receives increased electricity type damage, and then everything else. So this is the first thing to really pay attention for this boss rush. All right, so if we have an electric team, we got some of our older teams here, which is great. We can go back and look through these. Let's see what we got, or do we got to make a fresh one? It looks like it's going to be fresh here, my friends. So let's go ahead, let's go into edit. You can see the synergy ideas right here. So in this case, we want to get vision of lightning. Let's go ahead and get a big Stormbringer team. as well. There we go. That's going to give us that. We got Strike of Destiny, which is giving us more crit and banner. We don't need that one, so we could change some things around. With this one in particular, we will get that Stormbringer in here. And if we want to, once again, crit damage and electricity type. So we want to make sure that in this team, we do very much so have electricity type cookies. So what we want to do is we want to go over to our electric type. We're going to grab our Stormbringer actually, and then you can swap that in for Dark Cacao. There you go. And we can set this one as the leader. And then additionally, let's go ahead and grab a few other things where we have our lovely golden cheese. We can swap in right there just like that. We got 2 bomber cookies, so instead of white lily, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go here, flip that one in. Perfect. And then the banner here, if we want to stay on these, we do got that crit as well. What you're going to see though is we don't necessarily need the defense one. So if you want to look at some of these other synergies and add them in here, we got the banner. We don't really need that, so we could drop. Well, we need 2 bombers. So as you kind of look through this, you can see, okay, we got healer. Do we need a healer there? We don't need a healer there for that. But do we have this? We do need a healer for the crit. So this is one way to think about it. So really, we just don't need Hollyberry there. So what we want to do is get more damage in. So let's go ahead and move this one in as well for more and more damage from that perspective. Okay, because the name of this game is that speed, and then you can check over here. We're at 46. If we can get above in that 50, we're going to get a little bit more attack damage for another opportunity there. We'll stick with these 2. Again, this gives summons giant Stormbringer cookie, and your team will deal electric type damage. Okay, so lots of things there, lots of damage. We're going to go with this. Additionally here, what we find is min beast get levels 20. So going back out here, what I missed at the beginning is you do have these special conditions. Min beast get levels 20, cookie levels 90, skill levels 90 as well. Everything else, So what does matter though is because this is pretty balanced and great, like me as the #1 free-to-play player and free-to-play players and all players in general, being fairly balanced from that perspective, your beast kits do matter. So in our gear here, we're going to stay on lots of attack. We can move over to electric, actually get more electric damage in. We're on fire. This one, you're going to want more attack. You could cheat a little bit and put an electric on here. Again, we got crit, so we're going to stay there in attack speed. Here, we're going to move over to crit, and then additionally more to attack. Here we got a cooldown, damage just bypass. We're going to move over to electric. Here we're good. Here, I think I cheated. It's light damage. I do have an electric type one, actually, that we could move to. I'm going to stay on this, though, instead. There we go. Lots of attack speed and pump out some more damage. All right, so let's go into that one. Oops, gear. Where's it saying we missed it? I think we should be good. Oh, there we go. We're missing. We'll stay there, actually. There we go. Attack. All right. Because it was the tart. All right. So there we go, my friends. We got our first team here. Stage 1. We broke down the boss rush. It is time for us to rush this boss. Let's get at it. Here we go. Look at that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Unlocking tons and tons of damage. As you can see, everything needs to be crit damage. Non-crit attacks don't matter, and damage down. We don't really need a healer. We should be able to get through this on 1. It is going to be super, super tight. Oh, come on, team. Oh, not enough on the crit damage. We're going to go, ooh, very nice. Bomber Waffle. We'll go 1 more here. Should have been able to get through with 1. But that is how it goes. And here we go. Look at this. Perfect. All set and done, my friends. So again, one of the things you could swap out there maybe is Banner of Splendor, get some other things right around a minute there, and our first win for season 3. So that is everything that you need to know here today on stage 1, the lovely Labyrinth Candy Golem. We got a lot of stuff covered here today in our episode, the kickoff for Boss Rush and Guide as well. If you got questions, if you got comments, other teams, ideas, definitely let us know, chat. Let us know, viewers, down below. And additionally, thank you. Thank you for tuning in here today. I appreciate your support as always. And with that, we'll see you out there in Boss Rush. And until next time, keep on running.